We are on lesson 388, which is a spelling lesson where I will dictate sentences to you. And the words that we'll focus upon within these sentences will be words that contain the LE vowel team. When a word ends in a consonant followed by the letters LE join together and form a vowel team. And the consonant plus the LE vowel team form a final syllable. Write the number 7 under the LE vowel team, and examples candle, bugle, noodle at the bottom of this screen illustrate the LE vowel team, and this is considered vowel group 7. And briefly, let me review the marking procedure. You underline all consonant and vowel teams, double underline letters and letter teams that make their second sounds, and if you have a silent E at the end of the word, place a line under that silent E. By the way, E in an LE team is not a silent E. The LE together join together and form a team. Step 2, you place dots under vowel sounds to identify your vowel sounds, and the number of vowel sounds in a word determines the number of syllables. So if you have a 2-syllable word, and the words we dictate in this lesson will all be 2 syllables, you will need to divide the word into syllables and apply the appropriate syllable rule number above the word. And then finally, you have to assign a vowel group number for each of the vowels in the word by placing numbers 1 through 7 under the vowels in each syllable within the words. So we'll begin the dictation now. We have 10 sentences. The first sentence is, I was not able to scramble the eggs in the kettle. I was not able to scramble the eggs in the kettle. I was not able. 2 syllables. First syllable A. Bull, 2 sounds. B, ul. Able. To scramble, 2 syllables. First syllable scram, 5 sounds. S, k, r, a, m. Bull, 2 sounds. B, ul. Scramble. The eggs in the kettle. Kettle. Now in pronunciation we would say kettle, but for spelling our pronunciation is going to be ket-tul. First syllable ket, 3 sounds. K, e, t. Tul, 2 sounds. T, ul. Ket-tul. I was not able to scramble eggs in the kettle. Now mark the words we have focused upon in the dictation for this sentence. Once you've completed marking those words, advance the screen to see how well you've marked them. I was not able to scramble eggs in the kettle. Sentence 2. Put the bottle on the mantle and scribble this note down. Put the bottle on the mantle and scribble this note down. Put the bottle, bot, 3 sounds. B, a, t. Tul, 2 sounds. T, ul. Bottle on the mantle, man, 3 sounds. M, a, n. Tul, 2 sounds. T, ul. Mantle. And scribble, scrib, 5 sounds. S, k, r, I, b. Bull, 2 sounds. B, ul. Scribble this note down. Put the bottle on the mantle and scribble this note down. Now mark the words we've just been spelling and then advance the video screen. Put the bottle on the mantel and scribble this note down. Notice in the word scribble, we have a 3-letter consonant blend at the beginning of the word, SCR. But we don't mark the consonant blend. The only time we mark a consonant blend is to lock the letters together so they're not divided into separate syllables, and they will count as a unit of 1. But otherwise, no special mark to the consonant blend. Sentence 3. The candle began to wobble like a thin pickle. The candle began to wobble like a thin pickle. The candle, candle, can, 3 sounds. K, a, n. Dull, 2 sounds. D, ol. Candle began to wobble, wobble, wob, 3 sounds. W, a, b. Bull, 2 sounds. B, ol. Wobble like a thin pickle, pickle. Pick, 3 sounds. P, I, k, ol. Pick, ol. The candle began to wobble like a thin pickle. Mark the words. The candle began to wobble like a thin pickle. In the word pickle, we have 1 underlined above the word. That's syllable rule. 1 is in effect, but we have an exception here. Why? Because CK counts as a unit of 1, so we have 1 consonant between the I and the LE vowel team. According to syllable rule 1, we would divide after the I and before the CK. But there's a rule in English that CK never begins a syllable, and also it always follows a short vowel. So we have to keep it with the short I sound. Therefore, we're going to divide the word contrary to syllable rule 1, and by underlining the number 1, we're indicating an exception to the rule is occurring. Sentence 4. In the middle of the marble table is a puzzle. In the middle of the marble table is a puzzle. In the middle, middle, mid, 3 sounds. I, d. Dull, 2 sounds. D, ol. Middle of the marble, marble, mar, 2 sounds. R. Bull, 2 sounds. B, ol. Marble. Table. Tay, 2 sounds. T, a. Bull, 2 sounds. B, ol. Table. Is a puzzle. Puzzle. Puzz, 3 sounds. P, z. Zol, 2 sounds. Z, ol. Puzzle. In the middle of the marble table is a puzzle. Now mark the words in this sentence and advance the screen when you're done. In the middle of the marble table is a puzzle. Sentence 5. I grumble and stumble without ample servings of noodles. I grumble and stumble without ample servings of noodles. I grumble, grumble, grum, 4 sounds. G, r, m. Bull, 2 sounds. B, ol. Grumble. And stumble, stumble, stum, 4 sounds. S, t, m. Bull, 2 sounds. B, ol. Stumble. Without ample, ample, am, 2 sounds. A, m. Pull, 2 sounds. P, ol. Ample servings of noodles. Noodles. New. Two sounds. N, oo. Doles. Doles. Three sounds. D, ol, z. Noodles. I grumble and stumble without ample servings of noodles. And mark the words. I grumble and stumble without ample servings of noodles. Notice the S at the end of the word noodles is representing its second sound, so we double underline it. Sentence 6. Please don't meddle, or I will mangle your samples. Please don't meddle, or I will mangle your samples. Please don't meddle. Meddle. Two syllables, first syllable med, three sounds. D. Dull, two sounds. D, ol. Meddle. Or I will mangle, mangle, mang, three sounds. Gull, two sounds. G, ol. Mangle. Your samples. Samples, sam, three sounds. S, Pulls, three sounds. P, ol, z. Samples. Please don't meddle, or I will mangle your samples. Mark the words. Please don't meddle, or I will mangle your samples. Notice in mangle, N is representing its second sound because it's followed by the sound G. When N is followed by the sound G or K, N will represent its second sound. Sentence 7. The beagle began to wiggle and wobble in the stable. The beagle began to wiggle and wobble in the stable. The beagle, beagle, B, two sounds, B, E. Gull, two sounds, G, ol. Beagle began to wiggle, wiggle, wig, three sounds, W, I, G. Gull, two sounds, G, ol. Wiggle. And wobble, wobble, wob, three sounds, W, B. Bull, two sounds, B, ol. Wobble. In the stable. Stable, stay, three sounds, S, T, A. Bull, two sounds, B, ol. Stable. The beagle began to wiggle and wobble in the stable. Mark the words in this sentence. The beagle began to wiggle and wobble in the stable. 8. He will nibble on an apple pie under the maple tree. He will nibble on an apple pie under the maple tree. He will nibble, nibble, nib, three sounds, N, I, B. Bull, two sounds, B, ol. Nibble. On an apple, apple, ap, two sounds, A, P. Pull, two sounds, P, ol. Apple, pie. Under the maple, maple, may, two sounds, A. Pull, two sounds, P, ol. Maple, tree. He will nibble on an apple pie under the maple tree. Mark the words in this sentence. He will nibble on an apple pie under the maple tree. Sentence 9. Let me tell you a simple riddle about my uncle. Let me tell you a simple riddle about my uncle. Let me tell you a simple, sim, 3 sounds, s, I, m. Pull, 2 sounds, p, ul. Simple. Riddle, rid, 3 sounds, r, I, d, dull, 2 sounds, d, ul. Riddle. About my uncle. Uncle, 2 sounds, Cull, 2 sounds, k, ul. Uncle. Let me tell you a simple riddle about my uncle, and mark the words in this sentence. Let me tell you a simple riddle about my uncle. And N is double underlined in uncle because it's representing its second sound. When N is followed by k or g, N represents its second sound. And our last sentence, 10, I will crumble if I am not able to gargle before I mingle. I will crumble if I am not able to gargle before I mingle. I will crumble, crumb, 4 sounds, k, r, m. Bull, 2 sounds, b, ul. Crumble. If I am not able, a, 1 sound, bull, 2 sounds, b, ul, able. To gargle, gar, 2 sounds, g, r. Gull, 2 sounds, g, ul. Gargle. Before I mingle, ming, 3 sounds, I, Gull, 2 sounds, g, ul. Mingle. I will crumble if I am not able to gargle before I mingle. And mark the words in this sentence. I will crumble if I am not able to gargle before I mingle. And this completes the dictation of sentences in lesson 388.